Hi folks, Chris Voss here from the chrisvossshow.com. Hey, coming with another product. This is from Rosewill at rosewill.com. This is their special RMS-16002 dual monitor gas spring arm desk mount. This thing basically is a dual desk mount where you can lift up to 13-inch to 27-inch different LCD screens and have a dual screen system. So very cool that way. This thing is really heavy duty. In fact, it's very heavy too as it works. Basically you can hold up screens up to 13.2 pounds weight each, and you can easily move them around, rotate them, everything else, front to back or side to side, however you want to take and do. It's got a gas spring arm which supports 90 degrees upwards, 49 degrees downwards tilt, 180 degrees swivel, and 360 rotation for comfortable viewing and easy sharing with co-workers. It's very toughly built, let me tell you. It's definitely heavy duty. They did not make this thing flimsy or cheap in my experience with it. So really good that way. It's Visa compliant, and it just screws. They give you the screws to screw the monitors right into the units, and away you go. Very simple and easy to use. Very simple and easy to put together. I was pretty impressed with it, and it worked really good for us. So you can see here how it unpacks and some of the different aspects of it and everything else. It's got, of course, the arms that move about. We'll show you how these work. There's areas of it that come out, and the cable can slide up through the middle and be a part of the armature, so you don't have all these weird cables and wires laying around, going around, and everything else. They can go up through the innards of the units, and that way you kind of have some cable control, if you will. You, of course, have all the kits and screws and everything that you would need to do to pull this baby off and screw them into your monitors, and most of your monitors should have the 4 holes in the back. Here you can see we kind of have it set up pre-monitor. We've got, of course, the base where we can match these to the desk. You can see the areas where we can slide up through the middle, the wiring, and these pop out. Some of the other ones screw out on the arms. And so you can send your wires up through there and be able to make it, so it looks nice. This other area will screw down, so it's a little more tightly controlled, but these pop off and the wires can run through there. And of course, it just keeps it all nice and looking like you don't have this huge spaghetti wire system going out the back. The pistons are definitely heavy duty, and of course this screws really well to the desktop. It's really well built the way this thing is, because it's got to hold a lot of weight, especially when you look at it. So you can see how this thing screws down there, and we found it did a great job for us. So let's take a look. We've got one monitor set up. We didn't have a second monitor that we could use. You can see here just using my junky office. What has to happen when you put these up is you screw them down. We'll show you the screws here in a second, but you screw them down so that they can take and be at the perfect angle you want. So you screw them at different positions and they will hold the units up. So you can see me screwing here the areas where you would need to wrench them down and everything else. This doesn't work quite as good on my plastic desk. You definitely want to have a nice hard metal desk because this is moving around. I don't have a good base at the bottom. Probably could use a piece of wood underneath there. But you kind of get the general idea of how this works. We'll bring it in a little bit closer. You can see kind of the screw mechanisms here. So you'd screw this down to lock it down, and then you screw it down up here to lock down the position of what you want, and then away you go. Definitely highly recommend it. Be sure to go to their website at rosewill.com and check out their Rosewill RMS-16002 dual monitor gas spring arm desk mount. Definitely recommend it, and we'll see you next time.